Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to handle nulls in SQL Server. So mainly using COALESCE function. So this video is particularly how we can use COALESCE function with help of Concat. So first we are going to discuss about how to combine COALESCE function with Concat. So for this, I'm going to create one sample table. So this is my table underscore coalesce underscore contacts. So here I'm taking three columns: contact ID, phone number, and phone home. Okay. So for this, I'm inserting this data, and on top of that, I'm querying the table. So this is my table. And if you see here in each column, so we have non-null values and null values. So on top of this, what I'm going to do is, so I'm calling three columns, contact ID, phone mobile, and phone home. On top of that, I'm using COALESCE function. So COALESCE function, and inside that, I'm mentioning one concat condition on phone mobile column and second concat condition on phone home column. If both are null, so I had to get output as no phone. So for understanding easy purpose, what I did is I created separate column. This one concat phone number, that is this one, to understand easily. So that I given alias as concat underscore phone underscore mobile. And this also concat phone home. So this also I made separate column to show easy. So otherwise you can ignore these two lines of code. So our final requirement code is this one, COALESCE function, how to use on these two columns. So first, this uh, concat function on phone mobile column, how it works, we'll see. So if I explain through this one, see here, this is our table. So we have three columns. So in this first one, I'm doing concat on phone underscore mobile column. That is this one. So here, what I'm doing under concat, I'm mentioning column name and I'm mentioning one string. So that means my first record in phone underscore mobile is this phone number. So this phone number I am concatenating with this string mobile. So if I do string, so this my new column name is this one, concat phone mobile. So here see, this is my first record from this phone mobile and I am concatenating with this string, that is this one, mobile. And if you come to second record, second, third, and fourth, we have nulls. So that means here null will come, concat of null, and our string is mobile. So what will get? Concat of null and string will get nulls, output as null. So these three records we are getting as null. Next, if you come to this record we are going to concat with mobile. See here, we are getting this one and this string we are getting. So similar way for this record also, we are going to concat with mobile. So this is about first column. So first line of code. So next, second one is concat phone home. So now we are applying concat on this particular column to concat with this particular string, that is home. So first one is null, first one and third, fifth one is null. So concat of null with string will get nulls. So first, third, fifth, we are getting null. And if you come to second one, so this number, this record, we are concatenating with home. See here, this number and home, string is concatenating. And similar way, this number and this number. See here, this number, home, this number, home. So what we are getting here is to identify easily. So which is um, home number and which is your personal mobile number. So next, by using these two columns, what I'm doing, I'm using coalesce. Coalesce, concat, phone, mobile. So that means our result of this one is this column. And result of this column, this line of code is this column. And now what we are doing, we are using coalesce on these two columns. And what we are giving additional condition, no phone. So coalesce, what it does uh, is the function is, so we'll get the first non-null value from all the records. So here, since we are selected two columns, so here one well record is there, here one record is there. So out of these two records, what is the first non-null value? Since this is null, so this is our first non-null value. So that we are getting here. And from here, null and this record. So first one is null. And what is our next second non-record, non-null value? This one. So it will print here this one. Coalesce result will print this one. Next, both records are null. So what we given condition, if both are null, so this one and this one is null, I have to print as no phone. So since both are null, we are getting no phone. And if you come to here, first one is null, second one is the non-null value. So that we are printing here. Similar way here, this is our first non-null value. So that we are getting here. If you see here, here we have two non-null values. So when we have two non-null values, we'll get first non-null value in the result. See here, 3 to 1 mobile. So this is how coalesce will work with help of concat. And here I give an explanation how it works. So concat, what it does is concat joins strings together. Coalesce returns first non-null expression among its argument. So that means, so we selected here, suppose this one, these two. In these two, this is one non-null value, this is one non-null value, and here what it telling, we'll get first non-null expression from its arguments. So that is the meaning. Next, if a phone mobile is not null, if you see this one, phone mobile, this column, phone mobile is not null. That means this one, not null. It returns that number labeled as mobile. So that means this number concatenated with mobile. This is the meaning. Next one, if phone mobile is null, but phone home is available, it returns that labeled as home. So this is the scenario. So phone mobile is null, but our phone home is value is there. Then what it does is this number it labeled with home. Okay. So next, if both are null, it returns the string no phone. So that is this case. See here, if both are null, we are getting no phone. So similar way, we'll go for one more example. So here I have three columns and I'm inserting some data into this. And if I query this table, so this is my table. So this is my second table. So on this second table, what I'm doing is here I'm using concat. So earlier what we did, outside we used coalesce and inside we used concat. But here what I'm doing is inside I'm doing coalesce. Okay, so here and here I'm using coalesce and these two coalesce I'm doing concat. So for here also for easy understanding purpose, what I'm doing, this coalesce first name this one I am writing here. So that means it will generate one new column, this one. And similar way, this one I am creating outside here as separate column, that is last name. And by using these two columns, I am using concat. Concat of what? By using in between underscore. So now we'll see with example. So here explanation is given same thing. If a first underscore name is null, it uses empty string. So if a first underscore name it is null, it uses empty string. So what is empty string? See here, if you do concat this and this, so first one is null. So here this is null, and in between we given underscore, and second we have string. So what we'll get? Underscore, this particular string will come. See here, underscore Smita will come like this. And third one is the result is for column name is full name with no null output. So here what is the intention is, so we don't want to get any nulls here. So that is the intention. We are using concat and using this one with underscore. So now we'll see in detail. So this is our first column. This is first name. This is last name. So here what I'm doing, first I'm doing COALESCE on this particular column, first name. And I given empty string. So what is this syntax meaning is COALESCE first name, this is column name, and it is given empty string. So that means in this particular column, if we have any nulls, we have to replace with empty string. Okay, so if you see here, here we have record, here we have record, here we have record. So it won't do anything. Okay, so same thing we'll get, same output we'll get. But wherever we have nulls, see third one and fourth one, it replaces with empty string. See here, we have, earlier we have nulls here. So now we are getting empty string. Okay, so similar way, COALESCE of last underscore name with empty string. If you see here, we have two nulls here, second and fourth. If you see here, second and fourth, we are getting empty string. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to do concatenate this column and this column by using underscore. So if you do concat of these two records, what you will get? First result is Ravi, this one Ravi, and underscore. And what is the result of this? This one Kumar, Ravi underscore Kumar. And here Bindu underscore, and this output is empty string. So we are getting only Bindu underscore. And here we have empty string and we have underscore and Smita. So underscore Smita we are getting. So here we have both empty string. So this is empty string, this is empty string, and in between we have underscore. So we'll get only underscore. So similarly here Banu underscore Prakash. Okay, so like this we can avoid the nulls here. And next example is, so here I'm creating one more table. So here I have three columns and I'm inserting these rows here. And if I query this table, I'm getting this particular table. So on top of this table, what I'm trying to do is I'm calling this phone mobile and phone home, two columns. And here what I'm doing, first I'm doing COALESCE. So why I doing separately is to understand this one. So our actual query is this one. So concat, and in concat first I want to get mobile. So mobile, And after that, my condition is coalesce on which column? Phone underscore mobile column. And if you have any nulls, I have to print as not applicable. Okay, so and similar way, for second column, it starts with comma home, and I'm doing coalesce on phone underscore home. So if any nulls are there, it should replace with NA. So to understand this result, I created separately here. So I written separately here. Now we'll see the result of this, how we'll get output. See here, so first one is coalesce on phone underscore mobile. So we have three nulls here, second, third, and fourth. So what it replaces with NA. See here, second, third, fourth, it replaces with NA instead of nulls. So similar way, coalesce on phone underscore home. How nulls replacing with n underscore a. And here we have three nulls, first, third, fifth. See here, first, third, fifth, it replaced with n underscore a. And finally, what I'm doing, I'm concatenating. So in concatenation, first what I will get, mobile colon, so mobile colon, and what is the result of this? This one, this number. So we'll get this number, and second condition is comma space home colon, comma space home colon, and what is the output of this one? That is NA. So here I'm getting here NA. So that means in contact information, I have mobile number, but home address I don't have. Sorry, home number I don't have. So similar way, if you come to this record, first one is mobile colon, and result of this coalesce is NA. So NA, next comma home colon, so comma home colon, and what is the result of this? This one, 040. So here mobile information not available, home number is available. So here both are NA. What you will get? Mobile colon and NA, comma space home colon NA. See here both are not available. And next here one is not available, that is first mobile is not available, next comma home, that is this number. Okay, so similar way here, my mobile number is this one, comma home, and this is not available. Okay, so this is one example, and one more example is, so here I'm creating one more table here. So here I have four columns and I'm inserting values here. So if I query this one, so this is my table, and here what I'm trying to do is, so instead of concat, I'm trying to use concat underscore ws. So by using space underscore space. So here I'm using coalesce on three columns. So one is a city, state, country. So city, state, country, I have nulls. So those I want to replace with unknown. So in city, I want to in city nulls, I want to replace with unknown city. In state, these nulls I want to replace with unknown state, and on country, I want to these nulls I want to replace with unknown country. So actually our code is this much, but for understanding purpose, these three lines of code I written separately to get as separate columns. Okay, so this is same thing concat underscore ws separator. So separator is here underscore. So separator is underscore. Okay, so now concat underscore ws separator skips nulls automatically. So now we'll see how we'll get this output. So this is my table, and in first city column, I want to fill nulls. So I used to coalesce on city column, and I want to replace with unknown city, and my new column name is coalesce underscore city. And if you see second and fourth, we are getting unknown city. And on state column, third and fourth, you're replacing with unknown state. So here, third and fourth, we are getting unknown state. And country. See, in country, last two records, it will replace with unknown country. So here, unknown country. So by using these three columns, I am applying concat underscore ws on these three columns by using separator space underscore space. So if you see here, I have all the records from first row by using this separator Bangalore underscore Bangalore space underscore space Karnataka space underscore space India. Okay, see here. First one is Bangalore. And what is our separator? Space underscore space. Space underscore space. Then Karnataka. Then space underscore space India. So like this we'll get for all remaining. For second record, unknown city, space underscore space, California, space underscore space, USA. See, for all the remaining records, we'll get like this with separator. So, so these are all the examples I took to understand COALESCE function to fill the null values with the help of concat function. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.